Greetings, greetings, greetings. It is me again, your holistic self-care practitioner, Chantel Sierra Kim, coming in live on location. I'm going to do something a little different today. How are y'all doing? Come on in, come on in, come on in. Alexa, play my like songs on Spotify. Woo! So tonight, y'all, I want to give you a little gift of my medicine, all right? So I have the angel number cards out today, and I will take some questions. If you have any questions, we're tapping into universal energy, Christ consciousness. Alexa, volume 2. Christ consciousness, universal consciousness, universal law. We can tap into our, depends on the question, I will use the angel answers, or I will use the secrets of the ancestors. So today is a day to just play, and I want y'all to play with me. So come on in the room, get your questions on deck, and get your questions answered. Come on in, come on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I know everyone who has been used to me coming on here and pulling cards know that my normal routine is to pull 7 cards and do clarifying cards. But today I'm doing something a little different. So yeah, if you have questions, speak them in the chat, and I will draw some answer questions for y'all just out of GP today. So do you have anything you want answers from or confirmations? Because truly, tarot is not a say all be all. You know, it's always a confirmation of what you already know. So I am here, and I am a holistic self-care journey. And the first card that came out was, are you ready? Let's go. We shining light in the darkness, and we are ready to tap into this universal energy. So come on, y'all. Let me see what you got to say. Let's see what you got to ask. Let's play. You know, we on the playground of this social media platform, and the answer is yes. I just was like, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? They say yes. So come on through, y'all. What y'all want to know? I'm being helpful to the people today, y'all. And it's truly up to you. So what you gonna do? Are you gonna be some ballers, shot callers? Are you gonna play on the playground of this social media platform with TikTok tonight? Or are you not? What you wanna do? All right. I guess y'all ain't feeling like playing, so I guess I'll have to resort back to my own regularly scheduled program. But I am here to answer questions. If anybody has any questions, if anybody wants to be in the hot seat for tonight, let's go. You know, everybody does tarot a little different. Everybody has a little bit of something to give. Does anyone want to come live with me? What about that? Look, do y'all want to have a conversation? I just want to do something a little different today. So who is in the room? Who wants to come into the space? We can have some dialogue. I can pull some cards. You can ask me some questions. There's a lot of energy that has been going around right now. Yes, join my fan club. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm just here again, meeting my quota. As y'all know, I have been on this 365-day journey of embracing the queen within, hence the crown, and playing with my little girl. We come on here, do a little tarot, tap into the energy, the frequencies, the vibrations of today, and then we go to the book and read it on a regular. But I just kind of wanted to do something different today. So if anybody wants to show me around the TikTok world by coming in as a guest, or anyone wants to ask questions, Or if y'all want me to do my regular scheduled program, I can do that too, because the card said take charge. So am I going to have to take charge of my own channel today? I was welcoming y'all in, doing something I've never done before, wanting to get some co-signers or someone who would want to come into the space. Can I just pick somebody? Is anybody in a position who wants to come on and chit chat? Okay, y'all. Y'all need to take off the mask. Come on into the room. Oh, connect with this conscious connection. We got that yesterday. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the highlights. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the love. If you haven't already checked out my Circle of Sister Table Talk page on YouTube, that's something that I've been doing as a follow-up to these lives, y'all. I actually already posted day 54 today because I was in my classroom on school. So I did go live there today, and I taught about my book. I taught from my book today, y'all. So that's why I'm just like, I'm on here to play. So I taught from my book, Embracing the Queen Within, and we went into chapters 1 and 2 today. So I did post that in my on my YouTube channel. So if you want to check that out, go on over there and check it out at some point. But Embracing the Queen Within has been this new journey for me. And it is moving me into the next part of the journey, which is living aligned and crowned. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the hearts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to really begin to connect more so with my audience and really find out what it is that you guys are really looking for when you come into these rooms and into these platforms. I've seen all kind of things happening in different rooms, and I'm like, you know, what do we do? What do y'all want to do? What does my audience want to do? Because I'm here for you. And this is doing something that I haven't done before. I'm willing to answer some questions, do some card pulls. I'm willing to go live with some of you other content creators and just tap in and have a conversation. I'm willing to talk about my books. You know, I have 2 books, Embracing the Queen Within, which I just showed you, where practical spirituality meets holistic health. And then I also have my other book. This is just the proof, but it's still the same, Living Aligned and Crowned, The Wheel Within the Wheel. And that's all about connecting your chakras or your aritus or your energy life force wheels with universal law. So card pulls, but I love listening to you. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, Tammy, thank you. So I will go on into the card pull, okay? Since you was the brave soul that spoke up, I appreciate you. Because I just don't know if, you know, it's hitting where it need to be hitting. So I said, let me do something different. So we will go ahead and do a card pull. Give thanks for you speaking out, the brave soul of all of them. And I appreciate your energy and for you showing up and supporting me, sis. I appreciate that. So we will tap into the universal energy of today, which I was talking about in my classroom, about speaking our dreams into reality. So just like that, you just spoke your dream into reality. You see, that's how it works. It's so beautiful. You know, ask and you shall be given. Seek and ye shall find. So this is what we're doing, and it is so very divine. That's too many cards. Oh, shoot. Oh, but we'll take the one that fell on the floor, which is the 4 of Swords. So 4 of Swords says it's safe to take time to rest, which is what I was planning to do today. You know, and I did rest a lot today. 4 of Swords is just taking time to rest, to refill. I'm working on my level 3 Reiki certification as well. And so I received some attunements yesterday. So I was really in that high frequency energy. And today I do feel a little like, okay, am I really ready to put out? But I am, because I'm the leader. And I always show up and show out as the Knight of Wands. No, the King of Wands shows up. This is where I always say, this is me holding the lamp. Because I am from the Lion of Judah, I always am guided and protected. Oh my goodness. And then the beautiful Queen of Pentacles also shows up. Says you bringing it in, you bringing it in as you continue to let go. You got to let go. Ten of Wands. Let go of the things that no longer serve, so that we can really truly rest in our dreams being made manifest. That's what energy I'm feeling right now. What are you manifesting? And how are you learning from your past? Are you learning from their past? That's a true question for me right now, y'all, because I've been going back and forth, like I take 2 steps forward, go 3 steps back, 2 steps forward, 3. So I've been kind of in a stagnant energy, but I'm being tested as have I learned my lesson? And I want to say I have, but I keep going back. So what is that teaching me? Absolutely nothing. That I need to stay on my boundaries, right? So that I can truly rest in the abundance of my dreams coming true. This is too many cards, so I'm just gonna shuffle these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna see which 2 of these want to come out, because this is too many. Okay, so we're going to take 3 because 2 came in my hand and the moon fell out, which we talked about yesterday. This is where those emotions are. So our emotions will resurface to say, do you truly believe what you say you believe? Do you truly want what you say you want? Because some of the things from the past will circle back around. But you can truly begin to say, you need to make your decision based on those that are supporting you and your wishes and your dreams and wanting to see you see them come true. And sometimes that means taking time to pause, get clear, get steadfast, get unmovable, unshakable. Even if it feels like, oh, this is familiar. Y'all remember before that cup, that 4 of Cups kept popping up. Is like, yeah, you can stay in that comfortable, discomfortable place, or you can move into the brighter places, the new places. So that's where we're at. It's saying, take time to rest, knowing you're being guided and protected and your abundance is on the way. But you got to release the things that no longer serve and learn the lessons from the past. Dealing with your emotions, energy and motion, and working with those who are willing to work with you. Because that, in fact, is how you will see your dreams come true. We're going to ring the bell on that. That's the message. That's the message. And we ain't going to go to the book because I don't feel like doing all that reading today. But again, that is the message. Take time to rest, knowing that you are guided and protected. And that is how your abundance will come through. But you have to release the thing. Oh, let me show them. Okay, take time to rest, because that's how you can see your dreams. Knowing that you are being guided and protected, and you know, he got your back. Just keep shining your light on what you want and see all the abundance come through, everything that you desire come through. But you have to walk away from the past, or lay down the burdens of the past and move toward what you truly desire. Learning the lessons from the past. Learning the lessons from the past. That's again for me. Learning my lessons from my past. And dealing with my emotions, because my emotions make me cry sometimes. You know, they make me fall in love, and not even knowing if that love is truly the type of love that I want or that I need, because it can be the thing that keeps me from succeeding. So I got to get real clear about it. get clear about it and trust my intuition. And when it say no, 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 I can't say yes, 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 because that's typically and truly what I'm going through right now. So this card, because we haven't had it in a while, I will go to the book for the Queen of Swords. We have two queens here today. So we're going to read the queens because we represent for the queens today. The kings, I mean, we got one and he's Aries energy. So we'll read him too, just as some little clarifying to this message, okay? But I'm not going to read them all. So we'll start with where we ended, which was the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords. Because I haven't read that one in a while. And that one is this is where we're at right now. So it says, I speak with wisdom and clarity. So that's where I was saying, let yes be yes, let your no be no. And don't be faltering between what you already know. Oh! We give thanks, because if you do, you're going to miss the abundance that is truly due for you. Dang, they talking to me right now. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles, these are the ones that are standing out to me. So the Queen of Pentacles says, I enjoy my deeply connected life, and I lead it with an outpouring of warmth, abundance, and love. So yeah, if you can't love me the way that I love me, as we have been in this energy of madly in love with me, then maybe you ain't for me. No matter how much you say you love me, no matter how much I say I love you, if it's not helping me to grow, glow, and flow, and help making me feel like I'm drowning, in fact, I gotta let it go. I think I gotta let it go. Looks like another love. TKO. But it's hard to deal with these emotions. Greetings, greetings. Welcome in, y'all. So we're going to go into the King of Wands. So we're talking about, how do you see your dreams come true? You know, as I taught about that today, it was all about our emotions and really tapping into visualizing what it is you desire and moving that energy throughout your beingness and not allowing things to come in that doesn't support you, okay? Because sometimes it'll leave you questioning your own wisdom and clarity. You know who you are. You know what you want to do. You know how you want your life to be. And there are people who will support that without making you feel like a little shaky. So we're going to go to this King of Wands energy, because we need this king of we need the true. Will the real kings please stand up? Please stand up. Please stand up. All right, we ringing y'all in, we calling y'all in, because we need the guidance, we need the protection, we need to be able to know that you can hold your own in the midst of the storms as well. So it says, passionate and heart-fueled, we build this empire of light together. So that's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. That one who is willing to build this light together. This empire of light. So it's all about love. I ain't got time to go back and forth with you. I ain't got time for it. I ain't got time to doubt my gifts. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time to shrink back or dim my light or not be too spiritual or not see spirituality in everything in life, because that's the way I see it. And I know I'm right. Even if it makes you uncomfortable. That is really the uncomfortability of being comfortable in uncomfortable spaces. We get to a place where we think we know a person, we think we know that this is the way they are, and when they begin to change, it starts to make us uncomfortable. But are we willing to change with them and see our dreams to completion? Or are we going to be pulled back into our self-limiting beliefs in those spaces that don't allow us to shine our brightest? This is what this card is saying, and I'm loving it. I needed to hear that. Thank you, sis, for encouraging me to pull a card. And with that, I'm going to go into this Angel Answers deck today, and then into the Secrets from the Ancestors. So what y'all telling us about this energy of our dreams coming true? Forgiveness comes up. Oh my God, they so funny. Forgiveness is important. You know, shine a little light on the subject. See that you have played a part in it as well. And know that it is up to you. We still get to choose. We still get to choose. So understand, when you are working and creating and working in your I am energy to do what you want to do, it's never a force. It's never a fight. But you have to align to what is right for you. Because if you don't, you will find yourself being dragged. And then you'll be like, why is this happening? Why is it? Because you're not learning your lesson. You're not aligning. You're not anchoring in to your I am, which is to anchor in this alignment. Then you have to liberate. Let it go. Liberate everything that no longer serves the new version of you, or those that don't want to excel in this. You know, you help others, they help you, and together we excel in harmony. You know, if you don't have those kind of relationships, you do have to liberate them in love while you still continue to shine light on the subject, to find the brightest light within you by forgiving yourself even for choosing to continue to go down a path that you know really isn't going to take you where you want to go, because it truly is up to you how you live your life. But you have to, as we learned before, you take the lessons and the blessings, and sometimes you just take the time to rest. You know, your heart is right there, but it's close by you. So are you willing to give it to anyone else, or are you wanting to hold it close and say, you know what truly feels right about this? If it feels right, go with it. If it doesn't feel so right, take a pause. That's what I'm getting from that, because I have often not taken a pause when I needed to take a pause. And right now, I think I'm supposed to be taking a pause. And I've been given that option as well, so I give thanks for that. You know, take a pause. So we're going to go into the ancestors and see what they say, and then we'll go into our soul's journey and then call it a day, okay? So, oh my God, I'm going to bring this in because my mother, my Reiki teacher, told me that this is where your strength is tested. So we will be tested. And this chiefess shows up to say, this is where your strength is being tested, because you also get forgiveness. You get it's up to you, but you still get tested. And this is a number 8. So this is as above, so below. Are you standing on it? Are you, hear them again. Are you really about that life? Are you really about the life that you choose? Are you really about the life that you desire? Oh, y'all doing me wrong today, but doing me so right too. So I give thanks. So let's tap into what this strength tested card has to say, because that is what I was told, that, you know, you will be tested. And are you going to pass the test? Am I going to pass the test? I don't be knowing, y'all. Because in the moment, I be like, I feel, which I've been constantly told to get out of my feelings. So, okay, I'm learning that sometimes we have to stand in the wisdom and clarity of that I know, right? I know what is working with me. I know where my emotions may be playing games with me. I know that I have to learn from the past. I know that sometimes you got to let the burdens go and let the universe do its bidding. And I know that I am guided and protected. And I know that my abundance is based on me standing firm, 10 toes down in my whimsical world as the queen. And I know that it's okay to rest. And I don't have to fight. All my life I had to fight, you know? So I'm like, yeah, let me just take a pause. Oh, okay. So we're going to go into, she asked the question, y'all. She said, is Jerry using you? Girl, that last card said your strength is being tested. But we're asking, is Jerry using Kathy? It just popped out and it said take action. So what do you think? You know, this horse looks like it's ready to go. Wish upon a star, honey. Have you been wishing for something? If you've been wishing for something, it's time for you to take divine action. Whatever it is, however you know already, because you know, it say get up and go. Follow your dreams. Follow the star. Follow the things that make you feel like you're being seen, heard, and witnessed. Like you're the magical one that you are. Okay? Ashe, that's what you gonna do. Give thanks, sis. Give thanks, give thanks. We give thanks for that message because we are some magical creatures and not everybody will get it. Not everybody will understand us. And those people who don't, they still have lessons to learn, but they will hold us back because we love them, because we want to be with them, because they've gotten real comfortable. We know what that's all about. But no more. I appreciate that. Okay, so Simone. Okay, Simone, will you win some money? What does it say? Will I win lots of money? Simone talking about the Benjamins. Let's see what the Benjamins say for Simone today. Will Simone win lots of money? There you go. You got two cards, Simone. First card on the top says, be assertive. Be assertive. You have the key. You have the key. And winning money doesn't always look like the lottery, okay? Sometimes it means winning by doing the things you've been called to do. You are the abundance, honestly. The abundance comes from you. You need to assertively pursue that which you know you're supposed to be doing. And it's going to bring all the abundance you need. The second card that came out says within the next few weeks. So you need to be assertive within the next few weeks. And your abundance is there, honey. Whatever that means to you. Be assertive in the next few weeks. And that this card is all about abundance. So, rich, money, whatever you think. Bring it in. It's yours, Simone. She said, I really think he's cheating on me. Girl, if you think it, 9 times out of 10, it's true. Unfortunately, we choose to try and make excuses and say, oh no, it just might be me. But if it is just you, work on loving on you. And who cares if he cheats? Because if you loving on you, the man who is for you is going to show up and not be a cheater. Okay? And if you have to question yourself in that space, that it's not worth your energy. I'm currently going through a divorce for 23 years. Girl, yeah. But you know what? Narcissists are here to teach us. They are here to teach us to learn boundaries. Boundaries, honey. Learn boundaries. We have to learn our boundaries. My kingdom husband in the new era. Yes, we bringing it in. Yes, we bringing in these divine counterparts, okay? The ones that truly understand and get us, because we are a new species. And even, you know, this is what I've learned too, is that as we grow, we evolve, we change. We're not the same people we were. We're learning from our lessons, hopefully. So it changes us and moves us into new directions. But we have to truly be okay with the new person that we're becoming as well. You know, and sometimes the people we're with don't see it. They don't get it. But understand, you attracted them from that space that you were at the time. And sometimes we outgrow it. But we feel like because in the past, because they say you gotta get married, stay married, have children, raise your kids, do this, do that, all at the expense of you being happy, all at the expense of you knowing that you need to move, but you don't. So you miss your dreams and you have to cycle back through all of it all over. So it's like follow your heart. And you can release in love. As we were talking before, this is our alignment. You said I'm on this new journey and into Christ consciousness and having trouble meditating. So meditation is really, this is what I learned about meditation. So meditation is when we listen. Prayer is when we speak or when we ask, okay? So we can speak a prayer, and that is speaking what we desire. And then to meditate, we listen. So in my space, even pulling cards, I'm actively listening. I don't always I bypass the mind, right? I just speak out what comes through. Because when we begin to logically think about, we have to slow down our mind sometimes. You can use box breathing. You can do that 4 breaths in, hold it real full, 4 counts, let it out 4 counts, and hold it at the bottom 4, and do that type of breathing over and over. Or you can do a 4, 7, 8 breath and focus on that breathing pattern, and then you can sometimes allow intuitive messages to come through like that too, when you're training your body to slow down. Because remember, this is where we are. We're taking time to rest. We're taking time to be with ourselves. We're taking time to get rooted in our I am. And the only way you can do it is by setting with yourself. Incense like frankincense and myrrh are very, very good to help calm the nervous system while we are meditating. Also, focus candle intentions, lighting a candle and just focusing on the flame, looking at the flame, keeping your focus only on what is the flame doing, what is the flame saying, what are you feeling as you watch the flame. Those focus type of meditations all help to bring you back to the center and get you out of the mind, because the mind is what keeps us distracted in some cases. We have to take control over our mind. Give thanks. We'll ring that in. Ashe. Does anyone else have any questions? Does anyone else have anything that they want a little confirmation to? We feeling good today as we are aligning to doing this work in my way, right? We all have our own special gifts, talents, and abilities, and it's very important that we show up in that space in some way within our life to bring forth that divine creation. You know, it doesn't have to be your job. It can be for play, but to be able to connect with yourself, these are some of the things we have to do. Take time to meditate. Take time to get clear. Go out into nature. Breathe some fresh air. You know, that always helps as well. Let the sun shine on you a little bit. But yeah, this is where we were talking about the Align principle. This is part of my Living Aligned and Crowned book, and it talks about, this is a framework that was given to me about how do you truly begin to align. And it is truly by being anchored in your I am, liberating yourself from the things that you're not and the things that don't serve you, beginning to illuminate and make brighter, even if it's in your thoughts and in your imagination, that which you want to experience. See yourself doing it, being it, having it, experiencing it. Bring your taste buds into that experience. Yes, it's an imagination, but you can truly see, hear, be, do, and have in your mind. I know people say, well, that's not real, but you can close your eyes and you can, I could say, imagine the word rock star. Imagine the word rock star. Most people can see it. What were those eyes? That was your inside, right? You could see the word rock star. Imagine some kids playing and laughing. You can hear that. What is hearing that? That is your I am. You can imagine yourself doing anything, being anything, having anything, and bring all of your senses into it. So that's how you illuminate it. Then you begin to generate experiences that match it in your reality, even if it's the littlest thing. And then you nourish it more and more every day. And before you know it, you'll see your dreams right here in this reality, right before your eyes. Give thanks. All right, you got another question. It says, will I find a new job soon? My dream is to be a natural med professional. What is a natural med professional? Oh, there it comes right on out. And the card said, wait. What is it that you need to wait for? A natural med professional. What is it that it's saying wait for? Like you need to shine some more light on something else. Like something above is dark, but something right here, right now is light. So what is it that you should be doing right now that you may be kind of sidestepping to do something else? That's what came through for that. Is there anything coming up for that? Something that it said wait, because it looked like something above you was very dark, but something right here was very light. So there may be something else that you are supposed to be focusing on right now outside of going to school. So to be a natural med professional. What is that, sis? Give me more. Anyone else have any questions? Anyone else? Let's get a clarifying message from your weight, okay? What else what does that say? Again, peaceful resolution. So the peaceful resolution, and I see the rainbow there, and I see that it gets brighter here, but remember that other card, wait, it was bright here but dark here. So maybe there's something, oh, like an herbalist. Okay, so begin to work with those things and get really, really clear. You can still do those things right now. Are you currently doing it? Will I find a new job soon? My dream job. So keep doing what you're doing, but still work on being an herbalist. Continue to study to show yourself approved now, so that when the time is right, you can move into that as a profession. That's kind of where I find myself. You know, I've been a registered nurse for 27 years, and I'm sick of it, kind of. You know, I want to help people, but not the way Western medicine helps. And I know my gifts and talents is to coach and to serve in this capacity, but it don't pay the bills, honey. So I got to do what pays the bills until I can do this full time to pay my bills. I have coaching clients, and I love doing my tarot. I love teaching, doing workshops, doing events, and these are the things that I truly, truly have a passion for, and I see myself doing it and making a lucrative income by doing it. But right now, I have to stay the course in doing what will sustain me and keep me safe in living the lifestyle I want to live, you know, keeping a roof over my head and having the things that I enjoy. So sometimes we have to really bring balance, and that was a rainbow of both and, right? So it came across her crown as the rainbow. So you can do both, but you have to really begin to balance it and continue to hold that vibration of seeing that dream happen by doing the small steps until you can move into it completely. Give thanks. You said, well, I have to go to Walmart for now. I used to be a nurse, sis, but was falsely accused and arrested. Girl, I done had that happen too. But I use my word to speak against. Like, oh no. All my life I had to fight. I talked about that. I've been a nurse 27 years, but I went from being a LPN to a RN, and then some things from my past showed up when I finished my RN school, and they made me jump through a million hoops just to get my RN in the same state that I'd already been practicing in. And then when I went to get my nurse practitioner, I had a whole nother fight. And I'm like, you know what? So I went on for my master's in transpersonal psychology, but I still work as a nurse. But it's a fight, especially if you like me, you know, they don't make it easy. Not at all. Not at all. And we all go through things, but understand that delay is not denied. What you went through to get there will still be able to help you. And even if you at Walmart, there's so much opportunity there. It gave you PTSD. Oh my God, I'm so sorry for that, sis. Yeah. Yeah. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. But you get to choose what you want to do from this point on and utilize everything to help move you forward. Utilize it all to continue to bring you to your dreams, because we are not our past, as those cards showed us. We're learning from our past. And yes, PTSD is a very real thing. And like I said, I can really help you begin to create new stories, because new stories help rewire our brain and bring us into this place of emotional self-regulation. And that's what you have to do. You know, 20 years ago, something happened and you haven't ever released it, liberated it, and begin to shine light on that which you desire. That's that active work. This is what they call the shadow work, because it's things that happen in our past that still carry over into our now experiences and keep us from being able to shine our brightest light. That's where my Reiki practitioner was saying, you know, our darkness is just the layers of shades that you put over the light. The light is always there, but you know, if you put a lamp shade over it, it dims the light. You remove the lamp shade, the light is bright. So these things that happen in our life that we put on, that we take into our heart, that we see as our right now reality, they're just dampers. They're just things that are being put on us to dim our light. You got to start releasing and liberating. Let's see. Will the herbalist time ever come? Abundance. So you are abundant, and this is reminding me that you have to align your chakras. Give thanks. They said yes. Something is out of order. Something is not aligned within your chakra energy. But that is what's blocking your blessings, okay? I do chakra alignments. You can go on my website, Good Vibes Lounge, LLC.com, and I do offer chakra alignments there. And it's very simple, and if you would like to work with me in that capacity, that'll help you bring in your abundance, because it's there. It's just something is blocked within there. Getting rid of it. Yes. That is true. When we release the things that no longer serve us, it does really help us anchor in to who we truly are. And soul ties, they will hold you back, sis. They will hold you back. They will keep you in a place of doubting yourself. The website is Good Vibes Lounge, LLC.com. Good Vibes Lounge, LLC.com. And it looks like my emblem on my page up there, the little Good Vibes Lounge. And go to the service page and you'll see all the services that I offer. And I also offer a free consultation. So if anybody wants a free consultation, this year I'm doing stuff a little different, just trying to build and connect with those who are connecting with me. As together we rise in accelerated harmony, because we are all interconnected. I believe truly in oneness. I'll put it on here. Okay, and it's no spaces. I didn't put spaces there, but it looks just like that emblem, okay? And it's the service page. So again, it says be assertive. Assertive. Be assertive. Be sure of what you hope for, because you are the key. You are the key. You are the magic. You are the alchemist. You are the love. You are the light. You are the yin. You are the yang. You are the darkness and the light. So until you begin to work in harmony with it both, and as that rainbow was like, yeah, I got to take my responsibility in this. That is how you move forward. Okay, give thanks. Just go on there, and it's the it says free soul consultation. It's the very first one. Give thanks. Anybody else have any questions, any comments? Anybody else want to get a read today as we tapping in? Give thanks, sis. Peace and love to you. Thank you for letting me collaborate, because this is what makes us both great. You know, it's all about knowing, anchoring, letting go, and knowing that when you do, you will grow, glow, and flow. Ashe? And this is one thing I know for sure, because I've lived it. And I'm just like, okay, keep on moving, don't stop. No. And this is what will bring an improvement to our health. And now you see this chakra energy is anchoring down into the ground, and it's showing an abundance in that cup. So it's like you got to bring it down into this now. But in order to do it, it has to take that overarching chakra energy alignment. And I love the chakras. And that's really what has brought me to this new space, for real, is working with my chakra energy, understanding that it is collective consciousness. It is where I connect with Christ consciousness, the God in me, and I begin to move things and manifest things just as I meant to. So it's really, really good. Yes, sis, I'm looking. I mean, this is what this whole journey for me has been about. You know, you can't, what does it say? You can't, if you want to go fast, go alone, and you may not ever get there. But if you want to go far, go together, because everybody has a piece of the puzzle. And those people who are drawn to you, and you can judge the spirit by the spirit, those people will support you, and you can support them. And it's not a competition. It's not enough. It's always abundant. It's always abundant. So yes, I give thanks for that. Yeah, let's just tap in. I also am on the school platform. Me and a lot of other sisters are on there, and there's a wealth of information for self-care, business coaching. I mean, business, how to establish your business, how to grow your business. There's a wealth of women who are all over the world that are coming into this place called The Sanctuary on the school platform. If you want to tap in over there as well, I do my books, both of the books there. I teach them on Monday nights. I do Embracing the Queen Within, and on Saturdays I do Living Aligned and Crowned. And then we do our table talk, our Circle of Sister table talks on Tuesday. Yeah, I understand what that Bible Belt is all about, but you know what? It's purposeful. I myself am a preacher's child. My dad was a Southern Baptist preacher. I was brought up in Kojic. So yeah, it's a real thing, and I am so thankful for it. And I don't speak anything ill will against those that have found that route of living their life. But what I do say is that the Bible does say, study to show yourself approved, and it says also that in the last days I'm going to write my word on their heart. So if you're chasing and putting people on pedestals and thinking that the preacher has the last say, all that stuff is different now. It's just different. And I was a prayer warrior, and I was so much into church. And first I walked away from it all. Then I said, God, if you are who you say you are, you got to make yourself known to me. Then I truly did take my Bible, which is on my altar here, and began to study it and take notes. And whatever the preacher said, I was concordance, Bible, and prayer. Like, Lord, what does this mean? Lord, show me more about what this is. And this is also how I got into tarot, you know, because I would ask God, okay, I would ask a question and I say, God, let me know what this means. And he would tell me a scripture in the Bible, and I'd open the Bible and that would be my answer right there. And I was like, oh, this is different. I'm studying, I know what the Bible word says, and I know what words I'm hearing, and is that connecting? And then one day I heard God say, leave the church. Now imagine that. Imagine that, when that's where all my connections were, all my relationships were, all my belief was anchored in Christianity. And I was like, man, what am I supposed to do? And I heard the voice again, give me the scripture. I don't know where it is right now, but I heard the scripture. And then when I went to the Bible, it said, my sheep know my voice and no other will he follow. And I was like, okay, I'm leaving the church, honey. But I said, Lord, you're going to have to show me what I need to know. What do I need to know? Because I don't know. I only know this one way. So I began to study Buddhism. I began to study Islam. I began to study the Tao. I began to study all religions, and I found out that they all the same. Go figure. They just have different people saying they different people, but the stories are all the same. So that was really, really, really beautiful. And then look, that's another thing. So then I was gifted my first deck of cards, and this is really, really wild because my boyfriend, ex 8-year relationship, he's the one who gave them to me, right? And he said he was walking down in Little Five Points. That's a real eccentric area here in Atlanta. And he brought them to me. It's in my closet, the first deck. And it was wrapped in the cellophane paper. It was all intact, never been opened. And he said he found them on the ground and he gave them to me. And I remembered when he gave them to me, I was like, hold up, wait a minute. I was like, Lord, what is this all about? It made me remember from my past, one of my friends when I was 18 or 20, she had a deck of tarot cards, and I was like going in on her, girl, I don't play with the devil, and da-da-da-da-da, and da-da-da. But when he presented them to me, I was like, huh. He said, well, I just found them on the ground. They brand new. If you want them, you can have them. If not, I'll throw them away. And I sat with them for a minute in the package, and I said, Lord, what am I supposed to do with these? And he said, everything is a tool. Everything is a tool you can use. Everything is a tool you can use. So I was inspired by that, and that's how I began to work with tarot. And Lord knows, now I have over, I don't know how many decks, but they've been confirming a word. So yeah. It's really, really beautiful. And there are metaphysical churches that will rock your world when it comes to religion and spirituality. And there's a beautiful church. I mean, it's a church here in Atlanta that I listen to sometimes, which is a metaphysical church. It's called Hillside. If you want to see that on, if you want to listen to that on your YouTube one time, that might be something you can check out, because they are metaphysical. They teach really that the Bible is allegory, which is truth, you know. And this one just popped out and it said meditation brings the best answers. Okay, as I was saying, I had to sit with it and talk. So meditation brings the best answers. But I just think religion in and of itself is just outplayed. It's just really overplayed right now. It's called Hillside Hillside International Truth Center. Hillside International Truth Center. And it's a metaphysical church, but look for metaphysical churches because they really do bring in like biblical teachings and principles, but they teach from a spiritual platform. So it's like Christ consciousness kind of thing, understanding that the disciples, and in fact, were not people but energy. Yeah, it's different. And this is who helped me too when I was in my between time. I was like, Lord, who do I need to listen to? Wayne Dyer. Wayne Dyer. You can look him up. And all of his teachings. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wayne Dyer will take you into the depths of consciousness and bringing it into biblical truths too. All of his work is free on YouTube. Wayne Dyer, very good metaphysical teacher, preacher. Also, for a black man, I did his study over and over and over again, what is his name? I want to say Reverend Casey, but Reverend Casey teaches this man's work. And it is, what is his name? Goodness gracious. That preacher's name is not coming to my head, but I listen to him a lot. He was out of California, and he is, it's right on the tip of my tongue. Oh, I can't think of who it is. Dyer, yes, Wayne Dyer. D-Y-E-R. D-Y-E-R. Hold on a second. Oh, Reverend Ike. Reverend Ike. Reverend Ike is the other one. He has a book called The Science of Mind. The Science of Mind something. Reverend Ike. Look him up too. He's really, really good. But yeah, all of those metaphysical teachers will help. If you, I mean, and it doesn't negate any religion, right? It just brings it into a spiritual context. So Wayne Dyer and Reverend Ike out of California. He's an old preacher. From all these are very old esoteric preachers. So yeah, it's good stuff. Metaphysics. Yep, they do exist. And this is, I didn't know they existed either until God said leave the church. And then I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? So I began to study to show myself approved and present it to God like, hey, is this the God outside of me that I thought was the only Most High God, which I learned is energy and motion. It's the creation of all things, and we are the channels of the Most High God. So God is in us as well. So it's universal consciousness at work in us, through us, for the highest good of all. And that is God energy. It's the God in me, it's the God in you. And when we begin to separate it and say that it's a God outside of us, that's where we lose our power and give it to someone else. So yeah, this has been nice. This has been good. Check me out. Please I'll like you back, sis. You can send me a direct message. Check out my website. And yeah, if anyone else has a question, speak now or forever hold your peace until tomorrow. This is day number 54 of my 365-day journey. I liked how it flowed today, but I liked that I pulled the cards as well, because we got to see that it's time to rest, but don't sleep on your dreams. Don't let somebody else take your dreams. Don't let nobody. Learn from our past and begin to live in the now. See your dreams into this reality through prayer, to meditation, through anchoring into your I am. And then don't compromise. Do not compromise. You know what you know, what you know. Don't let no one tell you any different. So until next time, I am your soul sister, speaking out and fixing crowns in the process. Peace and love. Until tomorrow, good night.